Good afternoon. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's been going on since yesterday with Betty Boop. My poor car, it's not going to make it much longer. I shouldn't say that because I don't want to put that out in the universe. Um, but I'm concerned. Yesterday I had two house cleaning jobs. They were like 2 hour with a 2 hour break in between, and I went to the first one, which was in Napa, and then yesterday was unusually hot. Um, I think it got up to like 80 degrees in some parts of the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, which was unusual. Now it's back down to like 60 degrees. Climate change. um, but yeah, so I went to the one in Napa, and then my car was overheating, and um, I knew that I would not be able to drive. The other one was the second one was in Oakland, and trying to drive from Napa to Oakland, there's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic, and it's usually like one lane or two lanes. Um, so, and then my car is just overheating, so I had to cancel the second one, and which was kind of funny. Um, in an annoying way because this particular client, he rescheduled with me three times, four times, 3 or 4 times, I can't remember. And each time I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. We can work on this day. Oh yeah, sure, no problem. We could work on at this time. Oh, I can bump you back. No problem. And then the day that I was supposed to go there, I ended up contacting him about 2 hours, I think, before the cleaning was supposed to begin, and I said, I don't think I can make it. My car is in pretty bad shape. Do you mind if we reschedule? And his response was, go ahead and cancel it. I'll just find somebody else. And I just thought, man, that was just horrible. Like, you rescheduled on me 4 times, and I'm like, sure, no problem. And it wasn't, as long as I could fit it in my schedule, it wasn't a problem. I don't mind being accommodating, and it just threw me off that just after me asking to reschedule one time, and he just like, just go ahead and cancel it. I'll find somebody else. Man, people are just some whatever it is. I was a little upset in that moment, but then I realized I probably dodged a bullet, because if he's acting this way, you know, not taking my time into consideration, and rescheduling 3 or 4 times, and then the one time I ask if we can reschedule because I'm having an emergency, um, and he just cancels it and says he'll find someone else. I think I dodged a bullet. I was upset because I could definitely use the money, but I'm pretty sure I dodged a bullet, and I'm okay with that. Um, so yeah, so I had to wait. My base is in the Richmond area, and so I had to like drive from Napa, and I drove for about 15-20 minutes and pulled over, and then let the car cool down, walk the dogs, give the dogs some water, hang out with them, and then I ate. I think I what did I ended up at McDonald's. There's a gas stations McDonald's combination. So I went there, pulled over, let my car cool down, got some gas, and then got some food, took care of the dogs, blah blah blah. And then I got back in the car and um, drove for another 15-20 minutes and pulled over again. So my car is in desperate dire need of repair, and I just don't have the money for it. So I'm a little concerned. Like I said, I don't want to put that energy out there and say my car, is gonna whatever. I just know, the reality of things are kind of dire in terms of my car. I mean, like I said in the previous video, um, the car is how I get to work, and the car is my shelter. So I got to keep it running. And before I go any further, please take a moment to subscribe. Oh, that's another thing. I didn't even realize it, but Several people have subscribed, and I am now up to 25. And I know that's not a big number, but I'm just super excited that people are subscribing. So please take a moment to subscribe. I am halfway to my most immediate goal to start doing live things on YouTube. You have to have at least 50 subscribers, and so I'm halfway there. So if you take a moment to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to hang out and chat with you guys. My arm's starting to get a little. There's Ichabod. Ichabod's sleeping. Ichabod's always sleeping. What was I saying? So yeah, so I'm feeling a little desperate, if I'm to be perfectly honest. No, those itches. But then I was thinking, I still have a ton of inventory that is just not moving. And I think I'm just going to end up having like a super huge clearance sale. Because I have my watches, I still have my watch and quite a few of them that are just sitting in storage, waiting to be, purchased. And I still have my men's underwear collection and my candle collection. So I think I'm just going to do like a massive clearance sale because I'd rather sell these things for cheap and bring in some money so I can get my car fixed, and rather than having it just sit in storage not making any type of money. So I think I'm going to do that. I won't go live on YouTube because I can't, but I'll probably make a video and post it either tomorrow or Friday, and just say, hey, go to my website, because my website is down right now. So I'm gonna head over to my storage and recount all of my inventory, double check to make sure what I have is correct, and get ready and just do a massive clearance sale and just start selling the stuff, because I gotta move it. I gotta make money. Oh, and the other thing, yesterday, sorry, I'm all over the place. So the place that I cleaned yesterday was an apartment. It was in senior living facility. And I went there, and as you know, my dogs are with me all the time. They go everywhere. I have no place to put them, even if I wanted to. So I get there, and I knew it was going to be hot. The forecast said that yesterday was going to be hot, unusually hot. But I made sure to find a parking spot that was in the shade. I have all my windows, except for one, because one isn't working. But I have all my windows rolled like a quarter of the way down. Then I have the moon roof, and I cracked that open as well. And then I put shades on the windows. So it's definitely heavily shaded, and there's air circulating, and I'm trying to clean my client's apartment as quickly as possible, because I know by the time I finish, which was at 1 o'clock, I think, it was going to be extremely hot. So I was trying to finish early to get, to my dogs before it got too hot. And the apartment I was cleaning, I can hear, it was on a second floor, and I can hear my dogs barking. And they bark whenever people approach them. Well, all these stupid old people, and I'm sorry, I'm just really upset. All these stupid old people, out of concern, kept walking up to my car. And they're concerned about the dogs being in the car. But every time they walk up to the car, my dogs start barking. And then they're like, oh my gosh, this dog is barking. They must need water. No, they're barking because you're standing there. And at one point I had to run out to the car to, let people know that my dogs are okay. And this stupid old lady is like standing there with her poodle 3 feet away from my car. And I'm like, no wonder my dog's barking. Get away. And so, that kept interrupting me and slowing me down, because I had to keep running out to the car and telling people my dogs are fine. They have water. They've had water. But, it's like these old people, these old folks' homes, they have, at this point in their lives, and I hate to be mean and sound rude, but they just have no lives. So any type of drama or excitement, they just leached onto it. And so they just kept, I can hear them from my client's balcony. Whose dog is this? Your dog is whose dog is this? They need water. And then I'm like, the dogs are fine. And then I go and I try to hurry up and clean up. And then I hear a younger person's voice asking, "Is this your dog?" And it kind of sounded familiar. "Is this your car?" So I run back downstairs. I run out there, and it's the county animal shelter. These dumbass old people called the animal shelter. And by the time I got out there, the officer, I went to go meet the officer, and I explained everything to him, and I said, my dogs are fine. The windows are cracked open. I'm parked in the shade. They've had water. They're barking because these stupid people keep bothering them. If they would just leave my car and the dogs alone, they will just sleep and rest comfortably. And he goes, I was just going to go over and tell that to the people. He said, he was just about to tell those people that the dogs are fine, they're in no danger. And I'm like, thank you. And then he told me one thing that was alarming, but I don't think it was true. He told me that it was 92 degrees inside the car, and that freaked me out. But I don't think that was true, because he has one of those infrared thermometers, temperature gauge readers. And the thing with those is those are surface. And because my dogs were barking, he even said it, he wasn't able to get very close. So between, if he's several feet away, between where the infrared temperature gauge gun is and several feet away is the car, and it's reading the surface, you're reading the surface of hot temperature on the outside, not the inside. And so when he told me that it was 92 degrees, at that point, I only had about 15 or 20 minutes left of cleaning, then I would be done. And I told him that. But when he said it was 92 degrees, I said, okay, I'll hurry up real quick. And I think I was done like in 5 or 10 minutes with my cleaning. And then as soon as I hopped in my car, I'm like, it's cooler inside the car than it is outside. And that's when I realized, that's when the whole thing of the infrared temperature gauge popped into my mind, because it only reads the surface, and it's usually off by like 5 degrees. And like the officer said, he was not able to get very close because my dogs are barking at him. So the whole thing was just irritating. So that's another reason why I need to start making money. I need to get my car fixed. I need to be able to, if an emergency happens, or if I'm working, because I'm trying to pick up jobs where I work early in the morning or late in the evening, so that way I avoid the hot hours. But if there's a situation where I have to work and I can't afford it, I'd like to be able to have some money to put them in a boarding facility, or pay someone to watch my dogs or something. Because we're going into the spring, and summer will be here soon, and it's California, so it gets really hot. So I got to do something. I gotta make money and turn the situation around. I cannot be in situations where people are calling the animal shelter on me and my dogs. I'm telling you, when I saw the animal shelter officer in his truck, I just thought, if he tries to take my dogs away, I don't know what I would do. I don't know where I would stop to get my dogs back. You know what I mean? Like, these are my babies. I know people who don't have pets or don't have dogs are probably thinking, man, you're crazy. But these are my babies. These dogs kept me sane. Sorry, my hand's getting tired. These dogs kept me sane when I was taking care of my mom during her final, year, her final months. And they're just nothing but big fluffy bundles of love. That's all they want to do is love on you. So it's like I'm doing everything I can, considering the situation I'm in, to make sure that they're okay and to take care of them. I was talking to my therapist the other day, And I can't remember the exact story I was telling him, but I said something to the effect of, yeah, I can't do that to my dogs. I can't allow my dogs to be in this situation. And he's like, yeah, and you too. You can't allow yourself to be in this situation. And I'm just like, I put my dogs first. I can always take care of myself. I can, live anywhere, sleep anywhere, work anywhere, work 24 hours if I need to. But my dogs, they need me to take care of them. So these are my babies and I got to take care of them. And I'm telling you, when I saw that animal, the animal guy, I can't even think anymore. I thought for certain he was going to take my dogs away. And I'm like, don't take my babies away. I will come out swinging if you try to take my babies away. I mean, look, how can you take this away? Look at, nom, 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 nom. His little bottom teeth. How can you take this away from me? It's my little baby, my little monster. So yeah, so that was yesterday. It was extremely hot. The animal control people came out. I had to cancel a job that was most likely not going to be a repeat. Oh, and the other thing is, through this app, it's kind of like Etsy. Like my friend was telling me, with Etsy, it's like you bend over backwards to make the sale, and the customer, there's no regard for you. But the second you make a cancellation or you do something that the customer doesn't appreciate, and Etsy will, hi, Etsy will, change your algorithm to where you're no longer being seen as much, or you're not getting all the perks that you once were getting. And it's the same things with this app. Like I said, the guy, oh, is it getting too hot? It's getting too warm in here. It's getting too warm in here. Got to roll down the windows. It's the same thing with this app. Like this customer, like I said, he rescheduled 3 or 4 times, and no skin off his back is no problem with him. And then the one time that I asked him if he could reschedule because I'm having an emergency, he told me to cancel. And when I cancel, I lose all my perks. I get dinged. I am no longer, I don't get first dibs at customers, all because of one ding. Like, I've been the number one top cleaner for 2 weeks now, 2 weeks straight. And I was getting perks for that. Bonuses, first dibs at clients. I was getting some decent perks. Now all that's gone. One ding, and now all that's gone. So now I have to rebuild this whole thing all over again. I'm so sorry about this. My hand is hurting. It's probably a good reason to end the video right now. I just needed to rant a little bit and get you guys updated on what's been going on since yesterday, because a lot's been going on. Also, I don't know, Father's Day is coming up, so if you guys are in need of a watch, I'm going to start selling my watches at a very, very cheap clearance price, because I got to move this merchandise. Same thing with the men's underwear. Father's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is coming up with the candles. So stay tuned for that. I'm just going to sell everything dirt cheap so I can bring in money, because that's what I need. I need to get Betty Boop fixed. I need to make sure that my dogs are not in a situation like this, like it was yesterday. So thanks for letting me rant. Thanks for letting me ramble a bit. I really appreciate you guys being there with me and for me. Thanks for the kind words yesterday and the positive vibes. It really did help keep me from like going into that fear, Things are going to be good. Things are good. I still have a lot to be thankful for. And I'm just going to continue to count my blessings and continue to plug on and move forward. Please subscribe, like this video, continue to watch my videos, and share your thoughts with me if you're going through the same thing, if you're experiencing the same thing. I want to be there for you, and we can help each other get through these crazy times. Until then, I will talk to you. I'll probably make another video tomorrow and give you an update on what the sale is going to look like or when it's going to be. But yeah, thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. Talk to you later. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.